Should you be lifting him like that though?
Yeah.
Okay. That far?
Brandon was diagnosed with a rare disease called adrenoleukodystrophy.
1, 2, 3, up.
He was 7. I didn't want him to believe that my son was affected so bad.
Help us move those muscles.
We said, how is he gonna get better? They said there was no cure.
The geneticist told us what CDLS meant, and I said, okay, how do we fix this? And she said, there's nothing you can do. This is genetic, and that's written in stone.
I could hear the neurologist's words echoing in my head. Sorry, nothing we can do. There is no cure.
There was nothing that came next. I mean, you're waiting for it as a parent. You want to be told what comes next.
She's not understanding.
It's okay, Riley. Just give him a second, honey.
They said no medical doctor is going to be able to help you. You need to find scientists.
It's really exciting for us to have you here, as parents, to put out a call for help and support to the scientific and research community, and have you respond is genuinely heartwarming for us.
Currently, our model of biotech and pharmaceutical companies doesn't serve the rare disease community. There's not enough patients to make it worth a profit.
That's a mouthful of cracker.
These thousands of diseases, although individually rare, collectively afflict millions of people. And so today there are still sadly many genetic diseases for which children are born, often very rare, sometimes only a handful of children with a particular genetic defect, and there is no effective therapy today for those or even on the near-term horizon.
He said toxicology gonna cost between
Half a
$500,000 to $1 million.
Families find themselves having to do their own science and development to save their kids.
My wife and I set up a charity started this year called Hope for Hasty to create a gene therapy for her, and that work is going on right now with the Jackson Lab.
Come here. Thanks, buddy. It's only what, Shane? You can have it all. Cheers, mate.
If you work with these families, it's like the best possible partner you could ever have, because they always think about this. They're on the job 24/7. They're super passionate. They want things done now. It's like, wow, what better business? That sounds like the perfect business partner.
1, 2, 3.
You have to learn genetics, you have to learn drug development, you have to learn all these things that people literally got PhDs and MDs for. That could help in the 206 area because it's inside the nuclear localization signal with the 114.
I've raised close to $5 million philanthropically. I've met with politicians. I had a mouse genetically engineered of my son. We are this close to having a gene therapy or an antisense available to him.
I don't think we've fully caught on that this is possible. It requires so much alignment.
This is no longer science fiction. There's very rational ways that you can think about developing a therapy.
We have tools in our hands today where we can work with that defect in their DNA and send something in that will now improve their condition. And now we have these gene therapies. You're like, yes, we made it. And then you turn around and you're like, wait, what do you mean the cost? What do you mean it's not financially viable?
It will cost me between $4 and $6 million to develop a therapeutic for my daughter.
And then I think the other question from me as a parent is about the risk, in addition to the money, clearly. You mentioned that high doses in the first patient cohort comes with an element of risk. I mean, clearly, in some instances, that's resulted in death, but are there risks that sit somewhere underneath that threshold?
I think we try to offer hope wherever I feel like we can, but what frustrates me the most about this whole odyssey towards a cure is the burden that it places on the individual families. They're already faced with this horrible, horrible diagnosis and, just this bleak future. And then if they're going to embark on this odyssey, then it's no guarantee of success. It's an incredible amount of work. It's holding out your hand to everybody that you know, asking for help. At the same time when they're trying to deal with caring for their sick child.
I'm not going to stop until my miracle happens.
This is our child in it, This is not just an ordinary battle that you just lose and walk away.
Children are dying and suffering every day. My daughter is suffering every day, and I hope that 10 years from now, there's not another parent like me that ever has to do this.